Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Eras mod. Today I thought we'll go back to Denmark and try that again. But first, I wanted to take a look at the situation. So as we can see here, the Austrians have finally decided to attack Dresden. It has a fort, should be able to hold that pretty well. The Austrians don't really stand a chance. However, they will bring in quite a lot, so I'm not even sure if the battle will be able to handle all of this, because there's quite a lot of them that's going to join in this battle. The thing though is, the Austrians have like completely abandoned trying to take this, or retake it. So Napoleon is completely free. If it weren't for the 4 Danish armies, which now seem to be converging on Vienna, which is not great. And that's why I need to press to take out the Danish. Now the problem is, as I was moving this army forward, the game kept crashing. When I took the general to attack the main town, it crashed. But testing around a few different things, I should say, I was able to figure out that if I take the general and go directly to attack the Danish here, I will in fact be able to get a battle. And I think we can work from there with the armies that we have to lay a siege in Copenhagen. And if it is that I can't play it, then out-resolve it. I'll have plenty enough men to do that. First thing though, to be able to do this, we need to attack the German Navy. It's the German Trade Navy that's come out. There's 2 ship of the line, but it's like the lowest level ship of the line, carrying 50 guns. So it's not really an impressive force that's facing us. In numbers maybe, but not in the guns. This force will be able to attack and take them on. The thing is though, when I tested this out, because I already know, of course, how else would I be able to know that it wouldn't crash if I attacked here? So I've already tested attacking here, and they will leave. And I don't want that. I want to block them. So I'm gonna try and block them, because I don't want them to, otherwise they'll go to port here, which I don't want. So I'm gonna bring in, and I'm gonna hopefully block them from leaving here by doing this. We built a bridge. I built a bridge. Hopefully now the Germans won't be able to leave. I'm sure they'll leave this way now. What do the Danes have here? They do have 1 ship of the line there. I would send something here just to block this area as well. They can still slip by here. Well, nothing's gonna be perfect, is it? But let's see if we can't capture. Look at that! Wonderful. I'll be able to continue that and destroy the Prussian Navy. Or part of it. Part of it? It's probably the only thing they have. This is the only port they have, so this is probably the only navy they have. With that, we'll now take the Old Guard army. Let's swing around Copenhagen and start a battle here. So we have 3,500 men against about 8,000 Danish. I think we have a pretty good chance just because I've got good troops with the Old Guard and so on. And yes, the Danes, unlike last time, it looks as though the battle we had last time, we were able to capture every single cannon Denmark has ever produced, because they've got one, not actually this army has. This army has actually quite a few. It has 5 guns, 12-pounder, 2 12-pounders, 1 3-pounder, 10-pounder howitzer, and a 6-pounder gun. So this army that comes up in reinforcement has quite a few guns. After the cavalry has arrived, and hopefully been dispatched by me, It sounds like or someone like someone else would take them out, but I could easily have my cavalry swipe these off the field. Anyways, wonderful. Let's have then a second attempt at breaking the Danish army. And here we are on the battlefield. We got the Danish across there, partly within the suburbs of, or some smaller town, I guess, before Copenhagen, out there somewhere. As we will, actually, the town is over there. So this road actually leads to the town, as we walked around it. And that's why I have put the Fusilier Brigade facing this way, as they will receive reinforcements right away. And they could receive some of it from here, rather than the one that were closer behind there. I'm gonna focus in on these guys first, and then we'll have, once that's done, we will turn to face the army that comes from the town. The town one is the one that's gonna come with artillery. There's gonna be cavalry first, and once they're done, the guns come in. But I think this will go well, so I've got the lights here and then the old guard here. With that, we'll start marching towards this area. I've got 2 horse-drawn artilleries, so I can quickly deploy them to wherever I need. Okay, so they start a lot further up there than what I thought. It might actually be they're moving to join with the other army. Would be advisable there, kind of a small hill where I can set up the artillery and then fire upon them as they move to join these. These are not moving at all. I'm not entirely sure where I'll be putting this one. Probably best to use in close support, but it will advance with the rest of the army. And then I think the Fusiliers, what we'll do is we'll put them on either side, as a lot of, I can't remember how many cavalry units they had in the reinforcements, but there can't be many more. So I will advance 2 cavalry units ready to take on their artillery. Actually, what I should do is I should have just the hussars doing that, because I don't need the heavy hitters then. And then we'll concentrate the dragoons out on this side. This Lancer squadron kind of called on a charge. There's quite a lot of nice houses with a lot of firing ports, like this one and this one right here. Could be interesting to take those. Right, the Danes are advancing the cavalry and so on over here. Definitely want to see if I can claim this wood. Currently though, they are moving quite fast. I will set up the lights like that to start with, and then the guards will advance up to the road before stopping. And then, given where they all are, the horse-drawn artillery will move up there. Now there's no point really in aiming you this way. We know there's gonna come in more. It's better maybe then to move these, because as we start killing these troops, we'll... oh, now they're close. They can ride onto the square, and then the dragoons can come in from behind. Oh, it's not dragoons, it's actually cuirassiers. How had I missed that? The Danes are screwed. Right, deploying to square for the second one as well. Danes are moving this way. Could be to draw my attention. This, as a lot of reinforcements gonna come in there. Moving up the general here as well. Alright, minor losses for the square, while the Danish squadron was destroyed. Well, oh my god, is my gun firing on my own square? I think it might very well be. Firing on the heavy Danish squadron moving up instead. Move into position. Where's the second heavy cavalry unit? There. Try and station them over there. And then get a different angle on the guards. Coming in this way. General Horse-drawn artillery could come up right behind. Right, we need to redraw the line a little bit here. You can drop the square. Get into line. It's Marines. Fire on that militia. Actually, no. Fire on that Lancer squadron. Almost perfectly marching for a fire straight up the side there. This one's coming very close, so be ordering the guard up. Feel like this one's gonna get absolutely destroyed as the guard moves up here. And ready themselves for battle. Oh crap! Have I... the enemy general decided to charge headlong into a guard unit. It's almost catching my horse artillery here. Form square, then. And I'll see about getting the... Oh! The cavalry did strike. But it was a little bit too late. Right, there's battle across the entire line. The Danes don't really have any reserves, so the Cuirassiers can move up here. The cavalry is making another attempt to attack the cold guard. The old guard? I guess they're cold as well. Although it does given the map here, it doesn't look very cold. Alright, we have more cavalry coming up. The Fusilier Brigade should be able to handle that. You know what? Fire straight into that mess. The Danes are marching straight towards the old guard. Can I get the guns and everything coming into play a little bit faster here? The Danes might come close enough for me to use canister. They're certainly close enough here. Oh, the stupid general has turned up from behind. What's he planning on doing? I'll turn my general around. Ready with pistol. If necessary. Oh, we do have an old guard unit running after having lost tons of men. Have you fired yet? Or are you just waiting for permission? Oh, no, come on. Give me one shot at least. Nah, damn it.
A glorious victory, sir.
That's what the Danish bastards were doing. They charged up really close and then fired. Well, my general did shoot down theirs. Let's see if I can rally these troops here. As the Danes broke through my line. This is not great. I will order in the heavy cavalry then. Gun has turned up, and my hussars are fighting their lances, which seems to be working fine for me right now. Just before they reach the turn. I have an extra guard unit over there. I managed to get my artillery crew back. Hurry back to join the fight. The two Danish units that broke through were in turn broken. And I'll order the gaps to be closed and the artillery to be remanned. They're no longer within canister range. My heavy cavalry went in. Great. We're not looking at a stunning victory like Napoleon's. But I would say it looks more like a victory than last time I fought the Danes. It's this army that I definitely need to make sure that it doesn't come back. Right, sandwich the enemy general. Light infantry up. You've lost a lot of men. Move into skirmish formation. The guard is back. They just had to retreat for a little while under that tremendous fire that the Danish brought down upon us. Right. I think the heavy cavalry is probably tired at this point, since I didn't really pay attention on where they were going. So we leave it up to the infantry to continue this, with the two light units now up in the flank of this unit right here. They should break. This one crushed by artillery, and the fire from the old guard should be fine. My hussars continue to destroy the enemy's artillery as they join the field. And the Danes have moved into the half circle of death. Getting slowly wiped out here, unit by unit. Right, most of them seems to be routing here. Even if the cavalry is quite tired, it's high time to send them in. Right, my hussars. Now it would actually be nice to have the hussars here so I can chase down a lot of these retreating troops. As I'm sending in the cavalry, I should order the artillery to hold fire. And of course not forgetting to call the actual charge of the heavy cavalry. You are coming very close, so you might get within canister range. Right, now it's militia that's coming up, or militia and infantry. And it's high time for the hussars to pull back. Canister is being fired and slaughtering Danish units. Wonderful. What, they're tired, winded. I feel like I could probably deploy the lights to chase down some of these units. as well. We're gonna redeploy this one to face that way. And I'm also going to redeploy some of the old guard. You do no longer need to be in square. The entire line here is kind of out of line where the Danes are going. It's a heavy cavalry unit that's broken. It was one unit that did manage to stop us there. Alright, I have a light unit coming in. See if I can catch more of them over here. And then the hussars coming in as well. Let's see, the guns will be redeployed. Old guard redeployed. Forward with the old guard. It's a little bit too close here. But there's a lot of houses and stuff in the way, so I think we could probably do it. Nicely done. But it's unnecessary to push the light infantry in among the houses. What we'll do is we'll sit just outside, so when the enemy does come through here, they'll be broken up and then shot to pieces. Right, we'll set you up. Actually, maybe I should push all the way up there. Or I can sit back here, and that seems to be about canister range. So as soon as the enemy comes over that hill, with that little increase in the height, whatever you want to call it, slight hill, I guess. When they come over that, that's when we destroy them. Right, let's not lose the other heavy cavalry unit or the hussar. Let's have them move away. If the Danes stopped right now, they could probably shoot down both of my units. Why hussars go this way? Together with a heavy cavalry. No, do not fight them. You are not in a state to fight them. Hold fire. We have... you know what? I will move these guys up, because the enemies have been constantly moving, shifting further to the north. So I will move the guns up. And you can be here just to guard the artillery. The two old guard will set up on that side. The general will move to this side and support. I ordered the hussars to leave, but they keep wanting to fight over there. They need to retire and regain their strength. This army has a lot of...
Our men are running, sir.
Damn. They ran anyways. I did order them though. Did order them. If they'd listened. Alright, deploy the guns. We seem to be getting good fire all across the line. And with the guns joining in as well, it'll be even better. There's only a few Danish troops coming in there. What if I take the house, deploy the guard this way as well, and then with the cannons, and then maybe two of the light units might be enough to hold that area and against whatever small units they come through with here. We'll retire this line slightly, just so the guns... they're just not in front of the guns. Something like that. Looks fine. The Fusilier here needs to turn kind of along the road to face the enemy. Then we can have an old guard situated on the side there. Oh, now the guns broke because there was no longer a general support, and it saw the troops leaving.
Our general is under attack.
Better line up there. One of the general's bodyguards got fired upon. Maybe you should sit closer to the artillery. Should be winning here. There's a lot of these like Landwehr battalions. Right, the Hussars are back. I want the Hussars to be on this side, and then the heavy cavalry can sit behind the guns, be able to ride out through there once the opportunity is given. We have a crazed artillery guy going out again, and they all try their luck. It's like it seems like it's a game for those guys, for the artillery crew. They're you know what? You should move to that house. They're not really going for this one, so you will leave. And then the lights will be going north together with you to deal with the Danish troops coming that way. We have another guard unit coming in. We'll join on this side as more Danish troops are coming through here. The numbers look fine. So the line doesn't really need to change.
Oui, monsieur.
The Imperial Guard now moves to take control of the house.
We have taken the building, sir.
Wonderful. The rest of them are moving out. As we are now, this unit is now receiving fire from the unit over here. We'll move to hold line against it. It's the artillery firing it now. Probably get the best result by firing on that one. Right, the old guard is firing from the house. They are losing men, but so is the Danes as well. Quite a lot of them. Oh. Move into line immediately. I do want to destroy as many of these as possible. Unfortunately, I don't really have cavalry to be sent to go after them. The general needs to get close to the hussars before they break and leave. 146, they're actually doing really well against this infantry battalion, so we are able to push down enough fire from the house to make it worthwhile actually staying within it, while so much of the Danish fire is soaked up by defensive position that it's actually worth being in it, compared to a lot of other houses which are completely useless almost. Right, the general has inspired the hussars to stay in the fight. Good fire here. We should be able to win that one, I do think. And then you can set up here. Even though they've done really well, and they've lost like 20 men compared to the Danish unit that lost 100. That's pretty good. Oh, they even broke it now. It's gonna come in a lot more infantry here, though. And in the long run, that could be dangerous. It might actually be advisable for us to pull back towards the town and take defensive positions there instead. Even though it is a lot of like militia and normal line infantry and stuff here, but seeing what this house was able to achieve in dealing with those guys, I think I can afford to move into this one as well, and we'll make our defenses around that. Let's see. Are we ready to move the artillery? At the same time as I'm doing this, the Danish are surging forwards. As much as I would continue to want to leave, I'm gonna redeploy the artillery and switch to canister, because there's a lot of them coming straight for us. And the Danes here are coming back. I need to deploy... I think we need to deploy one of the light units here. And then you can march up through the back and shoot him through the back here. As he comes out against the old guard. Cutting them to pieces. Let's see. The heavy cavalry is winded. There are units breaking here now, which I would like to get at. It could be that we might be able to... well, now we have actually lost quite a lot of men on this front here. The two lights will take that position. Oh, you are coming through there. Shit. Reposition. You are broken. Let's order the lights up to destroy those. And then the guard can move further up to deal damage to the enemy there. Oh, they're right ahead of the canister. Why? I fire your damn guns then. Well, now they're doing it. If you fired a single gun, come on, fire. This is what's so troublesome with the horse artillery. I hold fire then, and the heavy cavalry will go through. Not entirely sure what was so difficult about that. Oh, they managed to slip through, did they? Quite a few infantry battalions coming up here. We've broken quite a few as well. Have the cavalry moved through? Oh, no wonder you was shot in the back by the guard. I missed that. Some of the Danish units are able to get over to this side and join in with the rest of the army. I don't know what these guys were doing, but I'll redeploy them and see if we can't get something actually done here. Hussars continue to go after these. Heavy cavalry turn around and go after that one. So that frees up all of these troops that we should now be moving against the Danes that are coming through here. And the general should move with them. Run them through. Make sure that they are destroyed. Oh! General, hurry to support. I'll order you to set up in the flank. Oh, these guys, are they gonna fire into... or are they gonna hold the line? What if I order them to fire? The supporting side open fire. Alright, continue forward. I want you to run that unit down. Who's running now? Fusiliers? I didn't know I had Fusiliers all the way back there. Alright, continue here. Hussars, get after these. And you routed the Danes here. Let's see, maybe I can run down the Danes that are all the way out there. Most of them are coming down this way. I feel like if I move up here, stand here, I'll be standing in the way of these guys as they shoot that way. Which could be risky. Cause casualties. Oh, they managed to get out. Maybe you have time to get that one. Stupid horse artillery. Possibly be able to set them up somewhere here. I think these two lights might be able to chase those guys down. Maybe not hold my breath about it, but could be a possibility. Who's running now? Oh, the chasseurs in town. I think the Danes were able to... yeah, they had a thinner line here. They were probably able to lever more muskets at us. Why aren't you firing? That's actually good that they move in, because that will save them from these guys. Oh, the guns. The enemy's coming around here. Hopefully you will fire this damn time. I'll send you to training school. The Kirkman's gunners will teach you how to fire a gun. Right now the Danes are just walking into this, so please just fire already. They're broken. Could you please for once just do as I say? God damn it. God damn it.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
I think I might be able to catch up to that one, but that one's clearly out of reach. Now I need to... This, going down that route is not gonna be, go well. I'll order my troops to fall back to drag the enemy further into the town. Oh, they are catching up to them now. Good. It's one of the units from the army that I don't want, that I definitely don't want them to leave and fight again. Organize yourself. There's 4 Danish units left. I mean, my victory at this point is complete. It's just about making sure that these 4 doesn't actually get away. This unit right here, this guard unit, has been able to, has probably been able to get quite a few kills throughout this fight, given the position they've had. Okay, they're coming down again. I want the rest of them to figure out what the hell they want to do. Okay, broken. This light needs to go in and kill him. This line will move up. Figure out how to deal with this one. As he comes through, I'll have you coming through here, and then you go there, and then this one will go through there, and we'll surround them. This light one should hopefully kill both of these. Right, advance. Where's my cavalry now? Very tired. Fresh. Hussars are fresh. Right, we are starting to shoot them. And they're starting to return fire. It's a good time for the lights to come in through here, and another one to set up here. Nice! They caught on to this house. And I'm gonna be able to destroy the unit. These guys are about to get surrounded. This unit is not happy. I'm gonna send the general to support. Cavalry's coming in. Wonderful. Alright. And they lost the status as a unit. And now you will move and stand in the way of the second retreating unit. And this Danish unit here is getting fired upon from all sides. Slaughtered. This unit, recouping its losses, will move to block them from leaving. Oh, and these guys decide to swing into town to try and avoid us. There's only one Danish unit left at this point. Unlike the last battle, this time I stand victorious. And not only do I stand victorious, but I have a secondary army to call in. And hopefully I'll be able to out-resolve the Battle of Copenhagen. And, oh, they're inside the house, are they? We'll have to force our way inside if it continues this way. Might actually just form line and prepare to shoot down these. And then I guess you will form line there as well. You can form here. The guard coming through as well. And then the cavalry setting up. Oh, they're going in for the melee. General coming in to support. And now a fight around the house, where we're also firing up through the back here. Actually go in, get them. We're coming in from all sides here. Let's make sure that we don't accidentally shoot ourselves in the commotion that is going through here. And then the general will inspire the unit that is actually in melee. And the cavalry goes through and starts cutting down the retreating troops. And I am, in fact, victorious. Here's the result of that battle. Deploying 3,500 men, losing close to a little bit more than a third, 1,400 men dead, leaving 2,000 of the army. The enemy deploying 7,900, losing 6,200. 1,669 men left after the battle. Highest kills goes to a Grenadier of the Guard. Most likely it is the one in the house. So the one that was able to take that house was able to kill 684 Danish troops. Followed by a Cuirassier. They managed to get 570. Trilliers, Hussars, and as it goes along, we even have the General down here at 70 kills, gaining 2 post-battle chevrons. One artillery piece, the one that was never able to get that. If it had been able to actually fire where it was, that canister would have been devastating. But unfortunately, the Danes were smarter. They shot it down. Luckily though, it's still part of the army, so I can still sort of count on it. Most of the Danish forces are then forced north. As there's a risk of this crashing right now, we've won the battle. Now I'm just going to try and out-resolve or figure a way out to actually capture the town. And since we have had those problems with it crashing, I'm going to try and figure this out sort of off camera, I think is best. And then I'll join back once that's done, and we'll end this off by slaughtering or forcing the Prussian Navy to run it aground, basically. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if I can't figure out to destroy Denmark. Really odd way of solving this, but the Guard army is on its way to replenish in Hanover, and then I'm leaving the Polish army to deal with them. I detached the Polish cavalry to lay the siege, and somehow the battle then didn't crash, so it's able to go through. If the enemy sallies forth, I will be able to use the rest of the army to come to the aid of the cavalry, and at this rate I don't know if I might be able to slip the army in there and then out-resolve it, or how we're gonna do this, but right now it looks like I'm gonna have to end turns, which doesn't really bode well for Vienna, where there's a single army to defend that. I think though, if it becomes too heavy for Vienna to hold back all these Danish armies, it could be that I bring down Napoleon and fight the 2 Danish armies here. That should lead to a bridge battle, and even if, you know, as it becomes a bridge battle, the enemy will spawn on one side and I will on the other, and I'll be surely Napoleon's artillery will be able to break the Danish one and force the Danish across, where I will slaughter them. And then I'll have to figure out how to do something here. This will, I mean, the enemy is never gonna break through a castle, so it's kind of cheating even having the castles, but I'll have to figure something out here. But enough of all of that. Let's go ahead and have a simple victory here against the Prussian trade navy. You should have stayed in port. You should have stayed in port. Now I'll sink you all. And that's that. The Prussian Navy taken down. We even take a few prize ships as well. Both of the 50-gun ships are captured, although in the state they are captured, it might not be even worth it to pick them up. I'm gonna do it because of the honor of having the enemy's ships. We are going to end it right here. I'll see if I can figure this out. Hopefully it will work in the end, and that the Danish, that there isn't some bug that will completely break me from taking over the Danish. Otherwise we have wasted a lot of time trying to deal with that. And with that, that would free up this army, and in extension also Napoleon's army, so they could start moving on here. Since it's the biggest fort there is, I kind of want to have, or if I'm going to do more fort battles, I'm going to try and use the howitzers. I think they will... Cannons, normal straight bore cannons, it's impossible to break down the walls. You can do a little bit of damage on the troops above and so on. Howitzers gonna go do a tremendous amount of damage on the troops, especially the AI, the way they stack troops on the walls. Sieges will be so easy all of a sudden when we send in the howitzers. But with that, we're going to end it. So, I will be saying, like I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.